बाबा कहते हो आज तुम्ही नैन के नूर लाडलो मेरी आवाज तुम्ही मेरी दुनिया में तेरे दम से उजाला है तुम्हारे साथ का अनुभव बड़ा निराला है।
कहा देखो इंटरनल युद्ध क्या है। उस समय काम क्रोध लोभ मोह अहंकार की तो बात ही नहीं समझ में नहीं आया, हम छोटे बच्चे थे। का इंटरनल नेशनल युद्ध माना बाहर की कोई लड़ाई नहीं थी। वो नहीं बताया काम क्रोध लोभ मोह अहंकार, ये नहीं बताया, अब छोटे बच्चे थे ना। का उन्होंने कोई बाहर की लड़ाई नहीं की, लेकिन उन्होंने अंतर्मुखी होकर के अपने से लड़ाई की। अपने से कैसे लड़ाई की? कहते जो दुश्मन अंदर थे ना तो उसी को जीता था। कहा कल आना, हम आपको बहुत अच्छी तरह से समझाएंगे। ये बहुत अच्छी बात है। ठीक है, दूसरे दिन गए। कहा देखो यहां आत्म सिमरन और परमात्म सिमरन, नथिंग एल्स, ये दो बात चलती है। अर्जुन को क्या अशरीरी भव सुना है? अशरीरी भव का अर्थ क्या है? शरीर होते हुए भी शरीर का भान न आवे, देह अभिमान, देह का अहंकार, देह का भान ये ना आवे, किसको कहता है शरीरी भव। फिर बाबा ने कहा बच्चे अभी मैं तो आपको गीता सुना रहा हूं, फिर रोज सुनते 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 जाएंगे तो गीता हो जाएंगे। गीता तुम्हारा यादगार है। बड़े खुश हो गए, गीता आपका यादगार है। परंतु यादगार कैसे बनेगा? याद से। देखा, यादगार कैसे बनेगा? याद से। सोच के याद किसको करे? याद है कि याद किसको करे? का देखो मां में काम, देखो अमृत वेले उठ करके भगवान से मेलाप करो। मेलाप में भगवान से कहो भगवान व्हाट यू वांट फ्रॉम मी, व्हाट आई वांट फ्रॉम यू। देखो भगवान क्या रिप्लाई देता है रोजाना।
तूने प्यार दिया साकार में जो आता है याद हमको। तूने प्यार दिया साकार में जो आता है याद हमको। तेरे पत्र की मीठी याद है जो, तेरे पत्रों की मीठी याद है
Om Shanti. Experience the stage of being ignorant of the knowledge of desires and give others this experience. Embodiments of success. You can only have the stage of being ignorant of all desires when you yourself are yukt, completely knowledgeful and constantly successful. That is, embodiments of success. Those who themselves are not embodiments of success cannot fulfill the wishes of other souls. Those who are not full will definitely have desires, because it is only after you have become full that you can have the stage of being ignorant of the knowledge of desire. Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakt Parivar. Today's day 4. Experience the stage of being ignorant of the knowledge of desires and give others this experience. Today's topic, embodiments of success. So now we will listen to Mohini Didi and then we will have chit chat to be continued from yesterday. So Mandaban will be with us and we will have chit chat after Didi's sharing.
Om Shanti. Is everyone okay? Yes? You are okay, that's why you are here, right? So we have to keep okay. I had been seeing many of you, I should say most of you, for 4.5 years. Every evening you are there. It's really, really, for me also, if you can be there, why can't I be here, right? And some say we are here because you come, so we have to be here. So it's really kind of collective enthusiasm that every night we meet as a family. We meet, we greet, we say goodbye, good night, and so it's every night now. It has become our tradition. What we will do, golden age in the evenings. Party. Huh? Somewhere different kind of meeting. Not party all the time, right? Not cultural program all the time, but there might be a tradition because some of you, those who are old in Gyan, when I came, there was not during Baba's time there was night class, right? 8:20, Baba will come, Mama will come first to ask if we are okay, we need anything, our well-being, and say few things, and then Baba will come every night. And it used to finish in time, not like these days it's late. And then when we started staying at center, especially Didi Mohini, or every night from 8, as soon as dinner finishes, clean up of kitchen and everything, we all have to come and sit together and to share how many came, what did you explain, what were the questions, what happened, how you are, like different personal, or we all sat, everyone. And then we, in the end, play a song and then I will sleep. And that is missing these days because everyone after dinner just go in their room. Even if we try, but sometimes that doesn't happen because I'm busy or I'm tired or whatever reason. So since Avyakti Parivar began, I start remembering those days, whether it was in Yagya or at center, that we always sat. And after Avyakti Parivar, we have little bit of, those who are around, just little bit of sharing. Sometimes sweet ice cream also. Say, oh, there are some sisters, they like ice cream. Okay, let's have. So by 9 o'clock, we are still free. So how do we continue or start this tradition of meeting together in the evening? When we were kind of young, so there were many things will happen. So Didi used to say, laugh together, cry together. If you have somebody is crying, so that next morning you are free. Otherwise, your thoughts continue. Today's situation, you're still thinking tomorrow because you didn't talk about it. Maybe situation doesn't get resolved immediately, but talking about it openly. And now I think that some places they have core team meeting and all that, but it's always about service, right? But to have chit chat amongst ourselves as a family is really very, very important. Like today we were thinking whether we should come down or we had gone out. But I find one by one, whenever Baba's children are coming in, so there is a pull now. Okay, let's go, even if they don't sit full time. So sitting together, even in Lokik family, the dinner time and after dinner is the time where everyone sat together, chat and share, and it's very, very important. So at least Avyakti Parivar, feel like we are concluding our day with something which is beneficial for all. I think deeply within one of, we can call it desire even, is to be successful. But I really like today when Baba is saying, take some areas where you really want to see your success. Since I paid attention, this is the moment, this is the hour. We have to do whatever in the best way, best capacity. Today we wanted to visit Sister Champa's class, Gita Patshala, because she had been asking, it's 5-6 years I haven't gone. So it takes about an hour and a half or 2 hours. So as soon as we went in, oh, you have to offer bhog to Baba. Right? Bhog came and, okay, say, Baba, now please call me. And it was so beautiful. Baba sharing, Baba giving drishti to everyone. So, when I was young, Didi Mohini, our training was through her. One time even Dadi Prakash, when in Peace Park, we all are sitting and go to Baba. I said, why I will go to Baba? No, just go. I said, okay, let's see if he wants me to come. So one Didi Mohini told me to give some session or offer bhog or something, and I said, I need to know in advance. She said, are you Ganges? I said, yes. So if a devotee come and say, Ganges, I want to take dip, and Ganges said, wait, let me flow. So she says, are you a pond? Are you a river? Are you Master Ocean? And since then, I always remind myself that you cannot say, I'm not ready, I have to prepare, give me another half an hour. Brahma Baba used to take few minutes, like some guests have come, officers have come to meet Baba. So Baba will take, Baba goes few moments in his room. And Baba used to just like either invoke Shiv Baba or whatever, and he will come and start talking to them. And work is done, everything is done. So same is like all of us, very good at present, let me do whatever I can. Really we don't know. Of course Baba say always think tomorrow will be better and better. But this is the best time, right? Anything I can do, whether listening or sharing or anything. Because next morning then Amrit Vela is good. Because whatever homework we are taking, for me, homework has become like a revision, kind of churning, kind of going deeper. And feel very connected with Baba and the family, right? So image of success, embodiment of success. And then Baba says, success is your birthright, right? You just claim it. So Baba says, you can only have the stage of being ignorant of all desires when you yourself are yukti yukt, complete, knowledgeful, and constantly successful. That is called image of success. Those who themselves are not embodiment of success cannot fulfill the wishes of other souls. Those who are not full will definitely have desires, because it is only after you have become full that you can have the stage of ignorant of the knowledge of desire. It's both ways, sometimes what do we need? Let's say in Baba's kitchen, Bhandara, I always, what do you need? Write, don't like you write on the fridge or make a list or because you want Baba's Bhandara to be full. So we don't call that as desire, right? So, I keep kind of, the whole month will be the same topic. So we have enough time to kind of figure out exactly, is it desire, is it my task, is it somewhere, because the way I want to see things, they are perfect, but could be my desire. But how we do it collectively, these days I find that when we sit together and we talk about things like how excellent, how good it will be if we work this way, or because if you tell one person, it doesn't work. That is why I find sitting together is very important. Are you able to do it? No, there. These days, Dadi's time it was. Dadi will not sleep until we go to her night time. Some, they go to their rooms, their bedrooms, they are tired or busy or... It's not easy, but I feel may not be every night. Recently, Ridwan Bhai called for something and he said, I have feeling you are making some subtle efforts. So I said, I always try to make some subtle efforts because then you are happy, you feel full. Then he said that he has started going to Baba's room. No, sit in Baba's, proper yoga. But then he went to Baba's room. He felt so good. Now every night I go to Baba's room to say goodbye to Baba and I'm feeling very good. So some kind of something is very important before we sleep. It always used to be in Yagya like that. I mean, not necessary. It is good to go in Baba's room, say good night to Baba. But at least in the room, before sleeping, say proper good night to Baba, right? Okay, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Didi. And yes, it's true. We were all talking about this earlier on, that you managed to come every single day. You said, yeah, we come, but your coming is very different. And I was with you today pretty much the whole day. So I could imagine you having the thought, maybe shall we do it upstairs and not come downstairs?
Even she was giving me choice.
Who, Anne?
And call, are you planning to come? They both first time, Bhumi, and whatever way you feel. Then I said, no, let's go, because we are happy with the family in the night together.
Yes, it's nice that everybody is here, actually, because if you were upstairs, not everybody would be able to sit in that
30.
little room. But it is true, though, while we don't do it in our own place amongst ourselves, we do get together a couple of times a week when other people are there. And that is nice. And when we go to Madhuban, we enjoy get-togethers in the evening. When we come here, we enjoy. But I suppose it's on a daily basis. Everybody's busy, so then I'm not making excuse. I'm just saying that because everybody's busy, then they want that introverted time as well. So actually, this is a good point that we can pick up from yesterday. And I've got thoughts from today, what you said as well, about success, but maybe we can come to that. But yesterday we left off by saying that we talk about what does it mean to be accurate, detached observer. So do you want to start off by telling us what you feel that is?
Could take many aspects about mind and detachment with body, with wealth, step by step, but detached, lovely, detached and connected. We often give example of lotus. Lotus is above water, only flower, right? Very clean, very fresh. But even if you go half an inch below water, there is connected. They say there are 9 members of the family of lotus, 9, up to the roots, and then lotus nuts and different. If it is not connected, it will not remain fresh. That means you cut it and you keep it, how long it will last. not very long way. So, why Baba has given us big family, variety of souls, and because connectedness is important, but some don't realize. In name of solitude, they isolate themselves.
So is it possible to create a little distance for a while
Let me finish.
Okay.
Just we try to understand that above Nyara, you are unique and you are beautiful and untouched in a way. I call it more untouched. But then if you are not connected, see, that is why there was a time, yagya, everyone left home, but then Baba sent them back. Go, give message to your lokiks, go here, go there, and all new connections. And Dadis were saying, but we don't know them. They don't. I had a uncle, older person. Older means I had 3 uncles. So he was quite a big position in Gujarat. So Baba wanted a center in Ahmedabad. And they were having difficulty to get place. I don't know, Baba knew him. His name was Ram Dada. You go, you stay with him and get the place. I said, but I don't know him. Even he is my uncle because he never lived together with us. And I went and they had 6 daughters. So that means we have to cook food for 2 of us, 6 of them, parents, 10 people. So I wrote to Baba, it's quite a lot because you look for place where you go or you cook for. So Baba said, okay, Baba will send one more sister. So we were 2 but still we had to cook for so many. What I'm saying that sometimes you think why these situations come and we cannot avoid them and shouldn't avoid. Because what is coming out of that could be future learning, could be beneficial, could be of great service. So I think that this whole concept of detached is lovely, and when you are lovely, you are connected. You are not chasing, you're not attached, but you are connected. That we shouldn't forget.
So then to come back to this question I was thinking of, do you think it's, I really love this example of the lotus root and its connection with different things, but for us, is it possible that we might create a bit of distance? Now, I'm not saying cut yourself off, but some physical distance for a while or a mental distance for a while in order to really come back and truly see something as a detached observer. It could be clash of personality or sanskar, or it could be a situation, anything.
One of the practice, whether, we knew that we won't stay with family and we might not be connected in the sense of regular basis. But when I came in Gyan, what I did was, because I am always like a family person, what I always liked was to transform Lokik into spiritual. That means I have love for everyone, but it's soul to soul, spiritual. Not that she is my sister, she is this, but they all are souls. Even with my mother, I had this relationship that, because I will have 84 mothers, right? From golden age, so whom I can not love, This mother is this birth. 84 mothers. I don't know who one of you could have been mother in any birth. So my love kind of became unlimited. I thought, how can I only love this mother? So my love for everyone. So spiritual relationship, unlimited love. These are the 2 things I kind of understood and start practicing, which helped me for Lokits also not feel that I left, but also I was not Because I never believed in attachment. Because I always knew attachment is sorrow. It will always, somewhere or other, it will cause sorrow. And what I didn't like since childhood was sorrow. I said, I don't want to be sad. I don't want to have sorrow. And that means don't be attached, don't be dependent. This kind of my understanding, which helped me a lot. So, in the sense of have spiritual relationship with everyone, right? And see everyone as everyone, all of us, but even Lokik were related to each other in some birth or other, right? So have love for everyone. And when you have love for everyone, you're not attached then. It's a very, these are two things I did with my Lokiks, and it was very good because you could serve really in a very good way. I generally never call, right? When even if there were many Lokiks, now there are not many. But at the right time I say, oh, let me call. And they say, oh, we really needed you, we were talking about you. And so like it was more for service. It was more like, even they had this respect that this whole trust of, she's not far from us. She will definitely call us whenever it's necessary. So there was no pull of any kind. And that was beautiful because I never felt, they never felt I left. I never feel. But I also never stayed with Lokiks. And since I left, I left.
So, would you say you never experienced sorrow?
I won't let myself feel sorrow. But sometimes maybe for a few moments, like something, and then very quickly it changes.
Right.
Like Baba says,
Nice.
It's negative, but make it positive. See what is the benefit. So we have knowledge and we apply the knowledge. And more you apply, more you feel successful too.
Nice. So to go back to this thing about connectedness with the family, I've always been struck, and many of us have experienced how the daddies were always with us. They never said, oh, I need my own personal space, my own personal time. I need to be somewhere else. Dadi Kumarka, she probably only time she was alone was when she was in the bathroom. We were there when she was getting dressed. We were there when she was getting undressed. We were there when she was getting in the bed. We were there all the time, and she wanted us around. So what's quite amazing, I think, is that they stayed with the family all the time. So what effort do you think they made inside themselves to stay only with Baba, to prepare to return home, and for nothing to get in the way? All of that, they were preparing to go home. And they knew they have to go home. They have to become karmatit. So what is that internal effort do you think they made? We never saw them doing it, did we? So what was going on for them?
Yeah, I also was a little surprised when there are few of us around when Dadi is getting dressed up. And like I am not up to that, I always tell them, give me 5 minutes, give me 10 minutes, because I can't manage when people are around. And so I tell them, let me be ready, I will come out, or I will call them. I think that they want to kind of share. They know that whatever they receive from Brahma Baba, we have to receive through them. So that closeness, One time Dadi Janki, I didn't know Dadi Janki much because she was in Pune. But she started appreciating and telling me few things. And then I also started appreciating. Before I was not very connected. I was more with Dadi Prakashmani and Didi Mohini, not with Dadi Janki. And but then a time came, she said, I have to tell you something. I take 10 minutes and I send the message through my mind to you, so that when I call you, then we won't take time because we could communicate. You have already felt it. So we became like, very, very close. And then she said one day, do you think we have attachment? She said, I have. I said, if you have, I also have. Because how will I say? So she said, this attachment is very important. This keeps us together, and if we are together, then younger ones will be together. If they see that we are kind of, okay, you are you, I have my own, we all have our room and cottages, and she said, whatever we are doing, in last days, Bhumi and I will go, she will hug Bhumi for a while. She will hug me and then she will say, write an email for me. Simplicity, sadgi, truth, and sachai, safai,
Sadhki.
sadgi. Truth, cleanliness, and simplicity. Write to the whole world. This message is important. One thing that she did was, in the end, like she is giving God's love. It's like making us feel worthy. But what was very important is the care also. Both ways, spiritual and also physical too,
So
what she meant, that this spiritual bond is very important. This spiritually closeness is very important.
right.
Which some soul, they are kind of, as I said, remain detached, but they are losing. Because they are detached. Nobody really wants to be around there. Nobody wants to listen what they're saying. Because this soul spiritual love is a great power. And it's very important. And it's not just for one or two, it's for almost everyone.
So do you think, though, that the last 3 years, if you think about it, Dadi Prakashmani was really out of action, Dadi Gulza was out of action, Dadi Janki the same, although she was present, she really didn't get into anything. So do you think those last 3 years, or 2 years for whoever, was the time when they really kind of made that effort, but also they remained loving, but they were alone, they were quite distant physically for one reason or another?
See, because like Bhumi Ben always says that a time came that they won't hear, that they won't see, that nature also helps them. That even if they are in a position and relationship, but they're not taking in anything. Whatever, even you're saying it, the way you see it. And so 5 elements also help you to be detached after certain time. Because you can hear, you can see, so it's like nature, because nothing should go in from outside. So maybe drama helps all these things. If we see in a positive way.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, I want to change the tack a little bit.
So mental detachment is spiritual love.
Right.
With everyone. And there is a kind of detachment in that. Unless you are full of love, you can't be detached too, because there will be pull. Or they will say, oh, she's close to these people, she's close to that one.
Right.
But that is not a good comment too.
Right.
Because everyone should feel.
So do you feel that you are pretty much unbiased, and we have that feeling, but what's your feeling? Do you feel that you have to pay attention to that, or naturally you have the sense that you are equal towards everyone, or you're attentive to that you don't become influenced or
It's two
something
things.
like
No,
that?
one is through the mind. Other is physically when it comes. It's different. It has to be different. Like where you spend your time, where you spend your energy.
Right.
So you have to kind of be clear, no? What is good for yajna, what is good for that soul, and so even if there is equal internally, but externally it might seem different, no? And it has to be different. As I said, we have to be sensible, no? In the sense of, depends like how do you want to operate and how do you want to connect, what is useful, what is beneficial. So that based on that you create relationships.
But you generally are quite equal, and you don't kind of, have biases and things like that. And that only comes from your high spiritual stature. And you feel that. We feel that equality. I also feel from you, like I used to feel with Dadi, that when I'm in front of you, I really have this a sense of deep love. And then when I'm not, it's like, okay, she's doing her thing and I'm doing my thing. And there isn't this, pull in that way as such. Okay, that's very nice. So can you
So
tell us?
detached with mind, now detached with the body.
Yeah. So how are our sins absolved through remembrance?
See, all the sins get expressed through thoughts and feelings. Even Baba says, remember me, you are this fire of yoga, it will get dissolved. So everything at confluence stage is emerging in your attitude or in your thoughts.
The sins, you mean, our sins, yeah.
Some people start acting again on that. And it's coming from past sanskar. For karma philosophy, I have two thoughts. Either you sow a seed or create a ring. That means I react, so one ring, then another. It's like bondage. That is why in relationship, it's a bondage. But if you always remember whatever anyone does, I have to sow the seed. And that's what Baba said means good wishes and pure feelings. So when you sow a seed, it's like bondage is over, but you still have relationship. So we don't want bondage, but also there has to be relationship, right? So if you always remember that I have to sow the seed and seed will grow and give fruits, so.
So,
When come to sins are burned,
right.
they are dissolved or cut away. There are many words which are used. Let's say it depends. There are some which today I was saying mistakes,
Yeah.
and some is like crimes,
Right.
sinful acts. And I don't think we have done all sinful acts, right? As far as I think. It's not we kill people or things like that. Basically, it would have been any of the vice connected in relationship, right? Out of ego, we did something. Out of attachment, we did something. Now, when you remember Baba and in soul consciousness, you are kind of dissolving, that sanskar which is there. Now, suffering comes when a lot of people suffering and they say, I'm settling. For me, settling means no suffering, no battling. Settling means really just be in remembrance of Baba. or bodiless stage. So you are settling, but not battling, not suffering. You know, like you all heard that Dadi Prakashmani, Dadi Gulzar, in extreme cases with the body. I know once I was in hospital and they were doing something with Dadi. Dadi, Nirvarbai, do you have pain? No, no, no. Dadi Gulzar never said she had pain. Even whatever we sing, sometimes I couldn't even see. Dadi, you have pain? No. So that means they have settled through power of yoga. But still it has to be through the elements or through the body. But there was no suffering. That means they had settled or burnt or whatever you can call it. But some people here suffer and they say, I'm settling.
So if I'm sitting in remembrance, is there something else I feel when this absorbing of or the settling is happening through remembrance? Or is it just I'm in remembrance as I would be? And I don't have a specific feeling, but it's just...
No, sometimes just create like a flame, fire. Yoga is fire. Baba is purifier. So Baba is pure fire or purifier. I just offer myself there. What you do in the fire, you put and the form changes. No, like chapati, you have flour, becomes chapati, form change, So same happens in the form, that transformation which happens of your sanskar, I call that purification.
Right.
It's like suddenly you had it sanskar and it disappears. Because you are, so what you have to do, I always say remembrance as journey, remembrance as fire, remembrance as meeting. So it depends how you do it. Like in the morning sometimes, you just say, Baba, you are purifier. And just sit in remembrance, which is intense only with one, I am soul, and you're putting yourself in that fire.
So...
And then you find the changes which could happen. And then remembrance is journey. If somebody is on remembrance journey, will not keep remembering past. That means you are not moving, you're not moving. You are still talking about 10 days ago. Or that means you are not on journey. So whether it is fire or journey or,
So are you saying that it's not just a sit-down remembrance only? The remembrance that we have throughout the day also is part of that process. So then can you describe to us your own attentiveness to remembrance throughout the day?
I feel that this Dadi Prakashmani started every hour traffic control. That has become very good thing. Because Dadi Janki used to say that those who are devotees of Shiva, 11 times they have to put water on Shivling. They are considered true Bhagat. So she used to say that you all at least eat or drink something 11 times. Then you drink water, then tea, and so you are giving to your body. Just remember Baba. That's another way. One is any action you start, remember Baba. So that also become very consistent. So if we do that, even if we say, Baba said this in the morning, you remembered Baba.
Yes.
So remembrance can be sitting, walking, doing things. And especially I say 11 times. That means every hour traffic control is a very good time. If we can really take advantage of that and take one practice, any practice, or just your homework. that will make it very consistent, I think.
Actually, no, in Oxford, we've now made our traffic control 3 minutes. So before the opening we had last year,
1
we
minute.
started doing the extra as a contribution to that event, but everybody liked it so much because if you have 1 minute or 90 seconds, then by the time you settle down in the thought or being quiet, it's finished. So we actually do 3 minutes traffic control now, throughout the whole day. Every hour, 3 minutes. Music goes off for 3 minutes.
Generally, it is 1 minute.
Yeah.
They extended it.
Yeah. Are you still okay to carry on? I've got something else because I see you looking at the clock. Are you okay?
No, we have to look at clock for them.
But I think my couple of questions they will find interesting.
Okay.
Are you all okay for a couple more questions? So about a year before Dr. Nirmala left the body, somebody who was seeing her, it was a brother who was seeing her, he said to me one time, he asked her, how pure have you become? And she said 80%.
What?
80%. But my question to you was, how close do you feel you are to your karmatit stage?
Well, I have to think about it.
Yes, you do.
I definitely say not 100%. But also karmatic stage could be not all the time to be karmatic. We have on that stage, right? And karmatic stage is a kind of victorious stage. Whether it is test from the nature, whether it is circumstances, whatever it is, but to remain conqueror, to victorious. Karmatit means you have gone beyond now the effect of the action, effect of the matter. Bhumiben, what you think? Oh, okay.
Bhumi, when he's saying 95%, she feels that Didi's karmatit uninfluenced by what happens to the matter.
Whenever she asks me something, I don't have answer. You are very strange. I haven't seen person like you. I said, what is there? Like you are not kind of,
So you never have the feeling that you've got some settlement to take happen?
On the journey, when whatever time is left, there could be any test, right? Mm-hmm. So that is why how I see that I have to pass every test. Mm. You don't know what kind of test could come until... And tests always come which you have never given, right?
Yeah.
That's called test.
Yeah.
So keep courage, aim to be victorious.
Nice.
Yeah, that Good. Is there, and then keep seeing how the day passes, right?
Okay, a couple of short questions. They are not from me, from someone else. In your earlier days with Sakar form of Baba, what was what you children's daily schedule like? If you can share with us, what was your daily timetable like with Sakar Baba?
Yeah, it was. There were not too many classes during day. Morning Murli, then we will go for walk, and then we come back. Then we helped a lot in Karma Yoga, like from 9 o'clock, 9:30. Every group will be given different duties. One day you have to cook, one day you have to help in making pillows, one day you have to clean grains, one day you have to... Because it was a big yagya. Like here, Nivasis are not able to do. They do whatever. But Sevadaris do a lot.
Yeah.
So we also went in yagya. And we took care of everything. So one day, like, a lot of grains have come, they have to be clean. So we did that. And so from until lunchtime, we will do Karma Yoga. then have Brahma Bhojan lunch, and then mostly between 2 to 4, we will rest after Brahma Bhojan. And Baba used to come around 1:15, around kitchen, go around, and then in the evening was meditation. I remember when I first time went, Baba said to me, go and sit on that rock, where my room was a rock, and just practice one thing about soul consciousness, that I am immortal, or I am a point of light. And 2 hours we will sit. And there was some attraction because there were some young girls in other neighboring places. They all will be standing and watching me, that what she is doing. And then we will go to Baba, if Baba is still there, otherwise have dinner, then night class, and finish by 9:30, we are in bed.
Nice.
So they were not like just sit and keep listening. It was action, yajna seva. That is why we are so used to yajna seva all the time.
Okay, so the same person has another question, a short one, I hope. We hear many different opinions about how to remember Baba through online platforms nowadays, YouTube, and many people taking classes and things. How were you told by Brahma Baba to remember Shiv Baba? Please share some thoughts.
I think you have to question yourself to see, how do you remember your Lokik father, or how do you remember a friend, So either about a virtue of a person, about what you receive from that person, like what will make you remember, For me, my relationship with God always had been of parents and child. And I really, every morning, I just feel that protection of my parents every time. So I remember God as parents, or Lord as a guide, because I don't like to make mistakes, honestly. So I say, well, Baba has to guide me. Baba has to guide me. So as a guide, some of my relationships are like guide and parents, and I love him as a teacher, also as Sadhguru Baba, and also Supreme Judge. I talked to Supreme Judge. I said, if I make mistake, I go to him and say, I don't want to go in the court, let's settle now. I don't want to be in tribunal, let's settle. Because everyone makes mistakes, not maybe big, but small we do. So it's like different time, different relationship. I am whatever I am doing is my boss says Baba. Whatever I am doing. If my boss is pleased, everyone will be pleased. So I don't try to please anyone, but I do everything right way, accurate, good quality, so that he can be happy, my boss can be happy.
Well, thank you so much. It is quite late now. I had a couple of other questions, but next time when I see you in Madhuban maybe, then we'll take some of those things up. So thank you very much for your openness, your honesty, and your clarity. And I think that's what we all enjoy, right?
Thank you, Mandaben. No, all clap for Mandaben.
No need for that. So I'm leaving tomorrow, and so I'm sure I'll catch up on Avyakti Parivar on YouTube.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mandaben had been very supportive to Avyakti Parivar.
Mandaben, you want to share 2 minutes your experience being here?
What you inspired and what you want to inspire us.
Well, I always love being in Peace Village because I feel like very at home, and I feel with the Nivasis also there is a very warm and a and a deep connection. So that's always very, very refreshing. So, you know, of course you have your own place and your own service and your own little family, but when you're in the place, then you have other things going on as well. And so that's what becomes a real challenge for you to see your own self, but to come to a place and only have love, to be only appreciated, to be only offering, that's always very powerful. So that's what I enjoyed. And I'm absolutely, I was with Judy and I was saying how looking around the place, it's really an incredible resource that Baba has. And it's really a little village. It's a world of its own, and completely cut away from the world outside. So it's a very, very powerful place to be in, and to be steeped in this spirituality. So I enjoyed that a lot. And I'm inspired by this aspect of being loving and detached. I'm inspired by your stage of that attentiveness inside. How can I be so attentive inside and I don't get caught up in what's not working, but really just stay focused on what is working and love that and love those who do that.
I know whenever we come, Kalaben used to tell us, you all don't know what goes on here. Means it's so huge. Every area, every space, everything. But it had been, everyone helps and it really does work properly.
Yeah.
And also Kalaben has a lot of quite, but good.
I'd like some of her. I'd like to be like Kalaben, to be really calm, very peaceful, not react.
All the time?
All the time. I'd like that. I'd like some of Kalaben.
It's sometimes thundering and all that is good too. Lightning. It's good, it gives some indications. Rain is happening.
Om Shanti. Thank you so much, Mandaban, being with us here in Pace Village, and Avyakt Parivar got also benefit from your presence, your sharing. So on behalf of Avyakt Parivar as well, thank you so much. Thank you, Didi. Every day we had a wonderful chit chat. And tomorrow, as you are leaving in the afternoon, you will be doing Amrit Vela and you will be doing Murli. So just a request. So Avyakt Parivar, tomorrow's schedule Thursday and Amrit Vela from 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. And since 2 days Mandaben had been conducting, so yes, many are taking benefit, and tomorrow as well she'll be conducting with other peaceful-ish angels. And then, as we don't do Murli every day in Avyakt Parivar, but tomorrow, as being it's on Thursday, so we'll do it in Avyakt Parivar as well, and Mandaben will be reading English Murli. So 6:30 meditation will start, 6:45, 6:45 is Bhog, and 7 to 8 Mandaben will read English Murli and then sharing. So that's morning, and then evening 5 to 6 English Sakar Murli, 6 o'clock Bhakti will start, followed by Hindi series, and then Bhog offering by Mohini Didi, and then English series. Anyone who would like to offer Bhog, you can send your request to 516-717-9171. So now let's remember Baba and take drishti from Didi.
One thing which we did in Toronto also, which Avyakt Parivar joins, people from islands join Amrit Vela too. So we asked different countries, their instruments to conduct. In Toronto we started. Here also every morning we plan night time who will do, and when it's being conducted there is more pull for souls to come, and sit. Okay, Om Shanti.
सफलता का वरदान पाकर तेरी याद में बाबा सफल हुए। सफलता का वरदान पाकर आनंद है सुख चैन है, आनंद है सुख चैन है तेरी मधुर धुन गाकर। तेरी याद में बाबा सफल हुए। सफलता का वरदान पाकर तेरी याद में बाबा। संपन्न है संपूर्ण है पाए ज्ञान खजाना। संपन्न है संपूर्ण है पाए ज्ञान खजाना। उमंगों के पंख लगाए सिखाया हमें उड़ाना। दिल में सुंदर साज बजे, दिल में सुंदर साज बजे ये गीत गुनगुना कर तेरी याद में बाबा सफल हुए। सफलता का वरदान पाकर तेरी याद में बाबा।
Om Shanti.
ओम शांति दीदी।
शांति
शांति बाबा।
शांति
Hey,
मोहिनी
ओम शांति
दीदी।
मोहिनी दीदी।
शांति
शांति
शांति दीदी
बाबा।
थैंक यू बाबा।
शांति दीदी।